magazine was created to serve the American jewelry retailer in a really new and different way, and that magazine was called In-Store.
At the time, I was working for another industry magazine, and along came In-Store, and it hit my desk, and I took one look at it and read through it, walked into my editor's office, dropped it on his desk and said, this is what we've got to start doing more of, because it was just an extraordinary publication in the voice, in the way it talked directly to the needs of the retailer who was reading it, in a way that was fun, and it was interesting, and it was light, and it was airy, and it was something that they could easily access and understand the things that were important to them.
I feel really proud, just to see the retailers kind of coming out and supporting this publication. We've tried so hard to serve them over the years and give them what they need, and trying to role play, put ourselves in their shoes and figure out what they need most, not just in a magazine and now in a trade show as well. And to see them responding to that is, just proud of it. Feel proud.
Joining In-Store when I did, even though it had already had a couple of years, it was still fairly fledgling, and watching that grow fairly quickly from the number 5 magazine in the field to the leading publication now. And then 2.5 years ago or so, making a decision to, well, let's dip our toe in the water and start a trade show, which is of course a very terrifying thing to do until you actually see somebody showing up and walking in the door. It's been an amazing odyssey, because what ended up happening is it convinced me, and I think everybody in our team, that we as individuals or we as a team actually can do something. We actually can produce something. We don't need something bigger or larger than us to make that happen. And that gives you this wonderful feeling of accomplishment.
From the first year to the second year, we've seen so much development in what we've offered. And I'm really excited to see what we can do in year 3, year 4, year 10. It's going to be hard to imagine what this is going to look like. But I think it's going to really be something that always serves that retail jeweler and gets them what they need.
And I think David said something really important there, and something we haven't mentioned. Our mission is really short and really simple. If it's good for the independent retailer, we do it. That's our mission. And if you use that as the litmus test, it's really easy to take a look at everything you're doing and understand whether it fits into that mission or not. Using that core philosophy and carrying it over into the trade show has allowed us to do something that nobody's done in years, and that's actually launch a successful trade show in a city that hasn't had a jewelry trade show for many, many years, and get over 2,000 retailers to come out and join this event, because without that component, without them thinking that we were giving them something that had so much added value, it's unlikely that we would have gotten more than 200 or 300 to come. So it's that focus and that caring on the mission of doing what's right for the independent retail jeweler, which essentially all of our advertisers and our exhibitors want to do. That has led us to the point where we've been able to be as strong as we have.
That's our North Star. I mean, we know as long as we follow that, we won't go wrong.